folks, I'm Charlie. It's good to be with you again. Welcome. Today we're going to learn some tips and techniques on how to use the Tri-Jet non-thermal ultra-low volume fogger machine. Yes, we realize that that is a mouthful, and we realize that this is going to be quite new for a lot of our customers. But we want you to feel comfortable using this highly recommended tool. Now, first things first, inside the box you'll receive, you will find the amount of Best Jet that you've ordered. You will find detailed instructions on how to operate the fogger. You will find protected masks, and you will find the fogger unit. Now folks, we realize that for many of you, to operate a fogger machine is completely uncharted territory. But we want to assure each and every one of you that this machine is easy to operate and is a very effective way for you to eliminate bed bugs, fleas, mites, mosquitoes, cockroaches, silverfish, flies, and whatever other type of arthropod you have inhabiting your home, your garage, your attic, or your barn. This professional grade tool is designed to give you a real edge when it comes to eliminating all of the nasties. Now folks, if you have a particularly difficult infestation, please understand it is not uncommon to need to treat twice in order to achieve total elimination. Folks, when your friends and your neighbors learn that you have a professional fogging machine like this, you're going to be as popular as the guy with the gas generator right after the hurricane, especially if your neighbors are dealing with parasite infestation issues. This handheld lightweight fogger weighs about 6 pounds and emits a chemical-free, cold, dry fog that will penetrate even the most difficult nooks and crannies you have in your home. To begin with, let's remove the top. Simply unlatch the 4 easy clamps and pull. The Best Jet solution comes from the reservoir through the feeder tube. Always be sure that the strainer is attached to the feeder tube. Let's set the top off here for a moment. Now, next, let's go ahead and fill the reservoir with the Best Jet solution. Now, we recommend that you fill with maybe a quart or 2 quarts. Never put more than a gallon of the Best Jet solution in the reservoir at any one time. Remember, each gallon will provide about 2,000 square feet of coverage. Of course, the reservoir will hold more, but remember, the more fluid you add, the more weight you're adding. So for ease of lifting and maneuverability, please don't overfill. The fogger comes with a volumetric mean diameter valve, which you can adjust as needed. Off, low, medium, and high. Simply put, the valve controls the amount of the Best Jet solution that you're mixing with the air. We recommend that you use the medium setting for almost all applications. The fogger motor draws air into the unit and then pushes the air out through 3 individual turbines. Each turbine is rotating in a different direction, thus creating a 10-foot thrust of atomized Best Jet solution towards the target site. Finally, the nose of the fogger will adjust up or down. Let's get prepared. Before we get started, be sure to remove all pets, including birds, from the target area. Tilly, come on, Tommy boy, come on. There you go, out you go, come on. There's 1, there's 2, out you go. Thank you. Even though Best Jet is non-toxic to your pets, the billowy, cold, dry fog cloud you're about to unleash and all the nasties in your home may just unnerve the little fellows. Oh, speaking of unnerve, follow me. It's very common that the same dry fog will set off your smoke detectors. So, if you're not a huge fan of sudden, shrill, high-pitched blasts of sound, we recommend that you temporarily disengage your smoke detectors. When fogging near gas appliances, we recommend that you turn off the pilot light prior to treatment.
Two final tips before we see the fogger in action. First, for extended range of movement, we recommend that you attach the fogger to an extension cord, preferably a 3-prong for safety. A 25-foot length ought to do nicely. Be sure that the power switch on the unit is set to off before you plug in to an outlet. Second, we recommend that anybody that stays inside during fogging wear a breathing mask. Folks, people all over the world adore the aroma of cedar oil in normal dosage. The fogger is about to totally bathe every cubic inch of air in your home with a highly concentrated dose of cedar oil. It can be overwhelming. So for your comfort, we've included the easy breathing masks. After treatment, open up some windows. The fog will quickly dissipate and leave behind a very refreshing, clean cedar chest fragrance that you're going to like. You are now ready to nuke some nasties.
The heat is on. The heat is on. The heat is on. It's on the street. The heat is on.
The fogger has a powerful thrust of air that pushes the best yet solution into all the hard-to-reach crevices and cracks. The fogger gets behind furniture, appliances, fixtures, storage, and all the other rummage most of us have accumulated in our homes. If you've got clutter, the fogger is for you. Ever return from camping or a long road trip wondering if you had parasite hitchhikers? It's easy to fog your vehicles to quickly handle any stowaway nasties. Let's say you're dealing with a flea infestation. It's recommended that you treat both the infected and adjacent spaces too. If you're dealing with a serious outbreak, you probably have the little varmints all over your home. Adult, juvenile, larvae, and flea eggs that take a direct hit of Best Jet are instant goners. Fleas on the perimeter of your direct spray will attempt to, well, flee. Fleas are typically horizontal clingers and can jump up to 18 inches at a time when attempting to escape. So we recommend that you start low and work high to eliminate any getaway surfaces. Spray horizontal surfaces first, then spray furniture sides and furniture tops. You may certainly flip over and fog cushions, pillows, and pet beds. Fog carpets, corners, and fixtures, high places and low spaces with confidence, knowing that while completely non-toxic and safe for people, pets, and the planet, Best Jet deals a deadly blow to the pesky invaders without harming sight-driven beneficial insects such as honeybees, ladybugs, butterflies, and amphibians such as frogs or toads. The cedar oil in Best Jet acts as a pheromone interruption agent, forcing an automatic shutdown of their breathing systems, causing the nasties to commit suicide. Spray closets too. If you have closets with hanging clothes, you can adjust the volumetric mean diameter gauge to low for lighter misting. You can spray directly on fabric. Remember, Best Jet will not stain. Remember what Dr. Ben Oldag says. Adult fleas can lay up to 500 eggs in their lifetime. Do the math and be thorough.
Just fog.
If you have live plants in the target area, cover them with a towel or remove plants during treatment. If you have an interruption, no problem. Simply turn the fogger off till you're ready to continue the treatment.
Just fog.
If you are fogging specifically for mites, your goal is to fog every square inch of your home, since mites are both surface-borne and airborne. When treating for mites and/or bed bugs, attic fogging is highly recommended for complete eradication and control. Remember, all insects come from the outside, often through the roof because it's not completely sealed. So let's turn your attic into a cedar chest too. Let the fog roll towards the walls in your attic. Since we are working with such a low density molecular size, the atomized dry fog tends to settle down from the attic through the hollow wall space between the sheetrock and studs and penetrates even the most hidden insect hiding places. Once the treatment is complete, simply open up some windows and let the fog dissipate. After a few hours, your home will be left with only the pleasant fragrance of a cedar chest.
Well, we hope these tips and techniques have been helpful. One last thing, very important for those of you dealing with a serious and/or reoccurring bug problem due to your location, the climate, or other unique circumstances. The great advantage of working with a all-green bio pest control product like Best Jet is that you can never over-treat, because Best Jet does not contain any poisons or chemicals. So you can nuke the nasties as needed without harming you, your children, your pets, or our Earth. Until next time, I'm Charlie, wishing you a bug-free day.